everyone. So today I'm going to film a video about braces, and I just watched a video from Alexandria XO, and that's what inspired me to make this video. She just put up a video of her experience with braces. You can go, I'll put a link to that below and you can go check that out because she may have a little bit more information than I do, just because I had my braces on when I was in 7th grade and I am graduating high school. But I thought this would just be a good video to make just because I have had my braces off for a lot longer, and I can talk about a little bit more of the post-braces experience. Okay, so first of all, you go to the orthodontist, and you usually get recommended by your dentist as you're growing up, and they're starting to do it younger and younger, it seems, these days. But I was recommended to go to the orthodontist in the middle of my 7th grade year. So they set up an appointment and we went to go, and the first day all they did was check out my teeth. They took a mold, and what that is, like, oh, it really freaked me out. It may not make you feel uncomfortable at all, but I know that Alex thought it was really uncomfortable for her too. But what they do is they just take this like moldy goo stuff and they like stick it in a little pan that'll fit around your teeth, and they shove it up in your head, and the whole thing alone is uncomfortable, but then it starts to like drip down the back of your mouth, and it never really gets to your throat, so it doesn't like go down your throat, but it like starts to drip and like makes you feel so uncomfortable. And then I know that I had to have mold done about 3 times, I think, when I first got them done, after I got them off, and I for some reason feel like, oh, I remember, okay, I'll go into that later in this video. But I've had them done 3 times, and it's very uncomfortable because if they let it set a little bit too long, it gets stuck to your teeth, and they'll have to like yank it out, and it feels like they're gonna pull your teeth out of your head. So that was, ugh. I'm not a big fan of the mold, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. It may not even bother you at all. But so the first day I went in and they did the mold and just looked at my teeth and set up an appointment for me to actually get my braces. Now, the reason that I got my braces was because my eye teeth right here, they were like way up here. And on this side, I had 2 teeth growing on top of each other. But that didn't happen, that kind of happened like while I had my braces on, so it was really weird. I don't think that would have happened if I didn't have braces on. I think my tooth would have felt like fallen out and it wouldn't have been a problem, but because I had the braces in, it never fell out, and then the other one started to grow in on top of it. So that was a whole nother situation in its own. But whenever you go in to get your braces, a lot of people get spacers. I know I heard her talk about it. I didn't get spacers originally. I guess I got my braces on a little bit differently than everyone else. But the first day I went in, and all they did was put the brackets on my teeth, and the whole process is not bad at all. Like, it's not scary. It doesn't hurt. I mean, there will be points in time when it's uncomfortable, just because anything involving with someone being in your mouth and like stretching out your jaws and pressing down on your teeth is going to be a little uncomfortable, but it's really not that bad. And they just take the glue and put it on your tooth and then stick the bracket on, and they like hold it on there for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then I know at the very end of mine they like held a purple light on top of them. Now, my first day I didn't get top and bottom braces. I just started out with top braces because my bottom teeth were almost like, I don't want to say perfect because they weren't, but they were good enough to where I never would have had to have braces on them. So I started out with just the top, and I didn't have any not brackets, what do they call them? I can't remember what they call them, but there's these big square things that go up around your teeth, like around your whole tooth, and like shove it up into your gum. That was the worst, absolute worst experience I had with my entire braces, like all of it. It was absolutely horrid. But pretty much what they are is, I didn't get mine until I was about, for some reason I didn't get them until I was about 5 or 6 months into my braces, and they just kind of anchor the wire into those. I'm not entirely sure what their purpose was, but they put 4 of them in my mouth, 1 top, 1 bottom, 1 top, 1 bottom, and I guess I just have like an odd shaped tooth compared to what they have, because the lady kept putting different sizes, like, and shoving it all the way down, and then she would change her mind and take it out and then put the other one back in and then say, no, I want the original one. This happened like 3 or 4 times on each tooth. So I was so sore, and like they shove it down into your gum, like it goes into your gum. And like I could not eat for like a week. It was so painful. Oh, it was horrible. But I mean, like I said, it may not hurt others like it hurt me, and hopefully for you they get the right fit on the first time, because I think that's really what made it the worst, is she kept like shoving it in and then taking it off, and shoving it in and then taking it off. And whenever I finally got my braces off in the end, they don't hurt terribly to get yanked out of your mouth. Like that, compared to getting them put in, was like nothing. But like I said, I just had the braces on the top, and then I went in probably 2 months into it and got braces on my bottom teeth. And I didn't need braces on my bottom teeth, but I got them so that I could wear these rubber bands to pull my eye teeth down, which I'll go get a pack and show you. Okay, so I have a bunch of packs of these rubber bands, because not only did I have braces, but my mom had braces before me, so she had a bunch left over. Here are just some of the clear ones, and they're kind of like a yellowy clear. I think they come out more clear now, but these are 6mm or 1/4 of an inch and heavy. These are the colored ones, which are the ones that I always used, and they usually let you pick out whichever you want, whether you want clear or colored, every visit you have. And those are the same size, and here's just a couple more packs just to show you. And they have ones that are smaller. It just all depends. Like, nobody really has the same rubber band experience. But what I had to do was take a rubber band and put it on my eye tooth, and then connect it to this tooth right here and this tooth right here. And what that did was just pulled my my eye teeth down, because they were high. And I also noticed when I had braces, my front teeth were like perfectly fine, put together and everything. And as I was getting braces, they made me pull my front teeth apart and then put them back together. And I'm not really sure why they had me do that, because my teeth weren't, I don't know, my front teeth were perfectly fine. But I know they did that, and it seemed like it took me longer to get my braces off than it should have, because they made me do that. So I'm not really sure what all that was about. But as far as visits and every time you go back, obviously, as most of you probably know, you get a different color every time you go to an orthodontist appointment. And I had one once a month, and they'll just change your color. Sometimes they'll replace a wire, make it a little bit tighter, just adjust the braces as they need to. But for the most part, it's not too painful. You'll have a little bit of soreness the day of and the day after, but nothing compared to what I had whenever I got those big bands. That's what they're called, bands in the back. And I also know, I never had this experience, and I'm not sure if they do this anymore, but if your mouth is not wide enough, they will break the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, and spread it apart. And I've heard that is like the most horrible pain, of the whole braces experience. I never personally had to have that happen. They're called expanders, and they just keep like shoving it out and like tightening it. But I personally didn't have to have that done, because I have a pretty big mouth. So sorry this video is kind of like all over the place and sporadic, but like I said, this did happen forever ago, so I'm just kind of talking about things as they come to mind. But overall, I had my braces a little less than a year. I think it was 11 months, almost 12, not quite though, and I had them from 7th to 8th grade. So the whole braces experience wasn't bad, although I did have 2 bad experiences with my braces. The first being the bands that they put in your mouth, and the second being, as I told you earlier, this eye tooth grew down on top of the other one. So he thought he could just pull my tooth, like pull the one that was, because they put the bracket on the permanent tooth. He thought he could just pull the baby tooth. Well, they put a little bit of that numbing gel in my mouth for about 5 minutes, and then he gave me a shot, like you're supposed to, like a needle right up in here behind the tooth, but he didn't wait for the needle to like numb my mouth. So he gave me a shot and immediately started yanking on my tooth, and it was, I guess maybe the roots were intertwined or something, but it did not want to come out. He yanked on my tooth for 10 minutes before it would come out, and he finally just like ripped it out of my mouth. Like, I was crying. It hurt so bad. Like, he didn't even ever let it get numb, so I like felt the whole thing, and then afterwards this whole side of my face was numb, but that was still throbbing because he just like yanked it out of my mouth. That was horrible. But I'm really glad that I had braces. Like I said, I didn't have it very long. So I've had my braces off for about 4.5 or 5 years ish, somewhere around there. And this is what my teeth look like now. So as you can see, they're still pretty straight. I'm gonna say that I was bad. I didn't really wear my retainer like I was supposed to. But I mean, my teeth turned out fine. I would not suggest that or recommend that to anyone else. Please wear your retainer because your teeth may not set like mine. When I first went, they gave me a clear retainer, which looks like this. This might be gross for some of you, so if it is, just fast forward. But this is what the clear retainer looks like. And it just fits up in your mouth like this. And this is the one, hold on, you don't want to watch me take that out. But this is the one that doesn't fit anymore because it was my very original retainer. And I got 2 of them. One was in a green case, a green sparkly case, and one was in a hot pink case. Well, I lost this case. I was really bad. I mean, I was in 8th grade, so whatever. But I lost this case, and then a dog got a hold of this one and chewed up my retainer and my case. So I had to go back after, I would say, like 5 months and get a new retainer. And what they did was they took another mold of my teeth to make the retainer, and where I hadn't been wearing my original retainer, my teeth had shifted a little, so it's very, very painful for me to wear this one. So that's my very original one. And then they made me another one, which looks like this. And it's just the exact same thing, clear retainer. I'm not sure if you can tell the difference if you hold them up side by side. How my teeth shifted a little. But I do not think that the original mold was what I needed because I know when I wear this original one, when I bite down, my teeth aren't like even, like they don't fit into like the crevices and stuff. And when I wear this one, they do. So I'm not sure if I like pushed my teeth to where they set perfectly, because like if the 2 points like hit and you can't bite down, that really bugs me. And that's what happened with my original retainer. And with this one, it doesn't do that. But this one is just in a little yellow container. And then after you have your clear retainer for, I think it may be like 8 months or something like that. Or maybe it's a year. I think it might be a year. You go back and get your wire retainer, which is just like this, and they do another mold, and this one is so much more comfortable, and it just fits perfectly up into your mouth like this. And I always talk really weird when I have a retainer in, but this is what it looks like, and it goes up on your eye teeth. But that's what that one looks like. And those are my 3 retainers that I have. And the retainers, I personally don't like to wear them. If you wear them every night like you're supposed to, you won't wake up with like pain in your mouth. But if you don't wear them every night and you like even wear them every other night, you wake up and your teeth hurt so bad for like the first 30 minutes of being awake. So I would suggest wearing your retainer every night. You're supposed to wear it every night like perfectly for the first year at least, and then you're supposed to wear your retainer for the rest of your life. But I didn't do that. My teeth are fine. My mom didn't do that. She wore the retainer for the first 2 years, I think, like she was supposed to, but now she just kind of wears her retainer whenever she feels like her teeth are getting out of place a little bit, and she'll just wear it for like a week or 2 until they like set back into the way they're supposed to be. But I find my teeth just kind of stay where they're supposed to, so I don't really have that problem. But that was my experience with braces. Overall, it wasn't really that bad. I had 2 bad experiences. You may not have that. You may have more. But I wouldn't be scared of them. They're a very good thing to have. I love having straight teeth. I feel a lot more confident now. And I think they're a good investment. If you take care of them, it'll last a lifetime. And I'm very glad that I got braces. But if you have any questions about braces, you can ask me, or just click the link below and go to Alex's video where she has her braces more recently. She may be able to help you more. But if you have a video of your braces, you can leave a video response below or leave any questions you have in the comments. I may try to find some old pictures of me wearing my braces. They may be too embarrassing, so I may not do that. But if I do, I'll add them at the end. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!